What's good? My nerds and grass smokers, welcome back just like before. I'm bringing you guys the first chapter of Chaos, the series. Now, before we go any further, I want to tell you guys thanks for support, and I love you all, and that this is the rough draft version of Chaos, not the official, so everything you're hearing is subject to change now. Make sure y'all stand by me by subscribing and liking my videos, and we'll grow together. If not, I'll crash out. Let's go. Chapter 1. A dark new beginning. Aaron is running away from a shopkeeper with a handful of food, but Aaron falls and the shopkeeper points his shotgun at him in a flash. Marshall arrives and cuts the man's hand off. As the man wails louder, and louder, D.E.D soldiers see them and immediately start firing. Marshall grabs Aaron and sprints off with the soldiers close behind them. The boys are quickly cornered, but as the soldiers prepare to fire, Sarah appears, blasting the soldiers to the ground. As the soldiers get up, Sarah grabs Aaron and Marshall and teleports to their hideout. As the boys catch their breath, Sarah slaps them across their faces, telling them that she's tired of coming to their rescue and to be more careful. Sarah angrily explains that they need to find other defected who are willing to help take down D.E.D. HQ. Marshall's response was that all humans needed to be eradicated so the world can truly be perfect. After hearing what his brothers and sisters' goals were, Aaron begins to think about what's right from wrong and lays on his bed and instantly falls asleep. As midnight comes, the siblings hear an explosion and D.E.D soldiers storm their hideout and surround the outside. As Marshall and Sarah prepare to fight, Marshall hands Aaron a gun and asks if he's ready. Aaron hesitates as Marshall and Sarah ambush the soldiers. As he stares at the gun, he remembers his parents, but overcomes it and joins his brother and sister. Just as they get rid of the last soldier, the commander walks in. Marshall instantly attacks him, but is quickly beaten to the floor. Sarah and Aaron attempt to defend their brother. As Sarah tries to attack him, he grabs her and throws her through a wall. Aaron watches in shock at the defeat of his siblings as he began to tear up. The commander prepares to kill him, but Marshall shoved Aaron out of the way but couldn't block in time. As the commander pulls back his fist, Aaron and Sarah see a hole in Marshall's chest. The commander then exclaims that they'll suffer the fate as the man had absorbed Marshall's powers. Aaron and Sarah cradle Marshall's body, screaming for him to wake up. Aaron wails in agony at the loss of his brother. The commander then tells him and Sarah that he was greatly disappointed and was hoping for a better fight. Angered at the man's words, Aaron punches the ground and begins to glow. The commander expresses his excitement and laughs at how easily he killed Marshall. The commander expresses his interest in seeing his powers and asks him if his parents were as impressed. Aaron begins to remember his life before the Great V. He realizes why he hated humanity. Without a word, Aaron stands up in a black cloud and tells the commander he'll kill him. He blasts the commander out into the street before he goes after him. Sarah grabs his arm, telling him to not go or he'll get killed. Aaron's powers grow out of control, smacking her to the ground. Aaron then runs after him. As he gets to the street, D.E.D soldiers surround him, but he easily kills each of them. Once Aaron catches up to the commander with anger fueling his powers, he unleashes a barrage of attacks, staggering the commander. The commander retaliates, but Aaron grabs his arm and asks him if he knows what pain he just felt and breaks his arm. The man falls to his knees as Aaron grabs his throat with a sinister smile. He tells the commander that's how he felt. Before Aaron finishes him, he sneaks up and attacks him and flees, only saying that Aaron does indeed have great potential. He recovers from his wounds and tells him when he decides he's ready, he'll come for him and that he would erase all defected from the face of the earth. Aaron finally calms down and runs back to Sarah and Marshall to see if she's okay. As he walks in, he sees her holding Marshall's body. Marshall finds the strength to tell them that he loved them and the time they spent together as he breathes his last breath. He tells Aaron he's proud of him and hopes he uses his powers for the right reasons. He then hands Sarah a piece of paper and passes away. As Aaron gazes at his brother's body, he says he'll avenge his death, as he clinches the picture of the siblings as kids before they got their powers. Sarah asks Aaron what he wants to do. He tells her that this world took everything he loved, and that he refused to let this suffering continue any further, he holds Marshall's hand, exclaiming that he doesn't want to be called Aaron anymore. He holds himself responsible for their brother's death because he wasn't strong enough to protect them. Aaron wipes his brother's blood on his face and tells his sister to call him Ark from now on. Aaron helps Sarah to her feet, and the two escape into the streets with a new goal, and that was to avenge Marshall's death at any cost.